to wake the day. They're calling you over, the methods are bolder. We're lost in the time now, reminding ourselves how we were always on toward the breakaway. But we're nearing chances to wake the day.
City Ground and Borough.
Well, that was absolutely cock.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for this evening. It's Mr. Darryl Johnson.
Hello, good evening, welcome along everyone. Thank you very much indeed, Darryl Johnson, for that introduction. My name's Darryl Johnson. That didn't make fucking sense, did it? Welcome to the stream, thank you very much indeed. You know me, I'm full of shit. Thanks very much for joining us tonight for another neutral stream, and again featuring two EFL Championship sides. And obviously the last neutral stream we did was obviously the final of the Super Copa de España. And I gotta say, I know we didn't have that many people in the stream at the time, but I gotta say, I fully enjoyed that game. A 7-goal game between Barcelona and Madrid. Barcelona demolishing Real Madrid. They fully deserved it, I must say, by the way. Fully enjoyed that game, though. We had a penalty, we had a red card, we had VAR controversy, we had 7 goals, we had a free kick goal. Oh, it was a final that just had everything. I fully enjoyed it. And I hope, obviously, those that tuned in, of course, did enjoy it as well. If you haven't watched it back, you can go and watch the highlights, go to the actual stream, and in the comment section, you'll find all the timestamps. Of course, previously, before that game on the stream, we had the entire extra time of Manchester United against Arsenal and penalties, etc. So it was an enjoyable stream, yes. So hope you all, for those who did tune in, hope you enjoyed it. And thank you very much for joining us again. This time for more EFL Championship action, the first Championship watch-along of the year. Well, the first neutral Championship action. It's actually the second Championship watch-along for this year, because obviously I did Borough versus Hull, didn't I? But it's the first neutral Championship game of the season. I say neutral. I do have a soft spot for Plymouth, but obviously that's because obviously my mates are all Plymouth fans, and I'll be with them for the game against the Mackhams. So let's hope they can get one on the Mackhams. That'll be beautiful. Look forward to that vlog in the next week. That should be good. Thank you very much everyone that's joined so far. Make sure you get involved in the live chat, get involved in the live poll, and all that jazz. I'm gonna lose me knees. I want my stockings down. Do. And all that jazz, start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall when there's a nightly brawl, and all that jazz. Right, sorry, shut up. Thank you very much indeed, thank you. Hope you all enjoyed that rendition of all that jazz. And before, I know what Scotty B's like. Scotty B probably going, ooh, Daz is wearing stockings, is he? No, I'm not gay. And I'm not in the pantomime either. So, no. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that rendition. If you did, drop a like. If you didn't, still drop a like. And if you didn't give a shit, still drop a like. I don't care. Anyways, let's carry on. Back to business. So, yeah, EFL Championship action. And it's a relegation scrap between two teams struggling in the EFL Championship. It's bottom of the league, Plymouth Argyle. And today they go head-to-head with a team just outside the relegation zone, is Oxford United. Now, in the table at the moment, Oxford United have actually done okay lately, of course. Obviously, their win against Plymouth, which was 2-0 at the Kassam Stadium, was obviously a massive boost for them because it got them even further up the table. Oh, there you go. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. Scotty B says, oh, Devil's wearing stockings. Yes. And the only stockings I have are these. And actually, this is Mia's because it's a minion one. Anyway, the only stockings I know are the Christmas stockings. But she still hasn't emptied a bloody stocking. But anyways, Plymouth are bottom at the minute on 20 points. If they win tonight and Watford get a result against Cardiff, then that means that they will go ahead of Cardiff City, depending on goal difference. Cardiff have a goal difference at the minute of -15. Plymouth have a goal difference of -19. So if they can get at least a 2 or 3 goal win and Cardiff lose, then that'll be good for them. That takes them off bottom. As for Oxford United, a win for them, that takes them into 14th. But with Plymouth's home form this season, it's going to be a tough ask for them. Because at home, Plymouth Argyle did have a good home record. And then obviously lately their form has dipped massively to the point where they're now 21st for home form. But obviously it doesn't help by the fact that a lot of teams have had more home games than them. But away form, Oxford United's away form is absolutely poor. They're third bottom for home form against a team that's fourth bottom for home form. So it's it's not going to be an easy one. It's 1-0 to them. Yeah, I've just seen. It's not going to be an easy one by any stretch of the imagination. It'll be a tight game, I think. I do think Plymouth will win it, but I don't see them absolutely dominating. I'll be interested to see how they get on, actually, because obviously, for those who don't know, they've just appointed a new manager. Who is Austrian, and it is Muslic, 42-year-old Austrian manager who's come from Cercle Bruges lately. So he's now in charge of them, and he got to see. He was able to see them get their first away win of the season, albeit under the management of Joe Edwards and Nick. Do you know I've forgotten his bloody name? What's his name? You know, I'm gonna get a clip round. I'm gonna get a clip round the ear from.
Their manager.
I'm gonna get a clip round the ear from Liam when I see them, because I know their new manager. I can't remember who was in charge of their game for. Oh, there you go, Kevin Nanscoville. I was gonna say, if I didn't work it out, then I was gonna get a clip round the ear from the lads next week when I see them. But no, it's Nanscoville. Him and Joe Edwards did all right, actually. Got a point against Bristol, and then obviously got a win at Brentford, which no one was expecting because it was just totally out of the blue. You know, they haven't won away all season, and then all of a sudden they're getting a win at Brentford. Like, you know, and their next task is at home to Liverpool in the next round of the cup, which the fans will be looking forward to. But I think they'll get beat well and truly. They might get battered. They might not get battered, but I think, let's be honest, Liverpool have far too much for Plymouth, to be fair. But we'll see what happens. The famous Bowen Daddy, we've already gone through that on Discord about this Bowen business because it was a video you watched. But I wish my dad was Bowen. I wish he was Buddy Witch. I don't think so. Not looking forward to the long trip up north tomorrow, says Kyle. Who are you away to? Like, oh, hang on, you're against Blackburn, aren't you? Have fun. That's a nice little trip, isn't it, on a Wednesday night? No way they're going to equalise it. Oh. Soft spot for Plymouth and not Norwich. No, I mean I've been to 3 Plymouth games with the lads before, and this will be me 4th one with them. You know, I go to more away games with them than do with Borough, but that's because it's easier to get tickets for Plymouth because they don't tend to sell out half the time. So yeah, with Borough I can't get anywhere because because of the priority point system. There's at least 6,000 or 7,000 Borough fans that have more priority points than me, so I don't stand a cat and else chance, really, do I? Do you think Middlesbrough will win at Fratton Park on Saturday? Not really. Personally, I just have a feeling it's because Fratton Park is a ground that we haven't had the greatest of records at. I think we won there last time, but that was like in 2012. You know, and I mean, you played really well. I must say, you played well against us at the Riverside at the start of the season, and I think in the second half we probably were good value for a point, but well, a bit annoying we had to do by penalty. But you know, I mean, I like winning games, but I'm not fussed on. I'm not a fan of winning games by penalties. You know, I don't particularly think. I don't think particularly deserve to win if it's won by a bloody penalty, you know. I think it's a bit harsh, but here's what it is. Be a tough game for you though at Oxford, and then obviously you got Borough on Saturday, and I have a feeling that I just have a sneaky feeling that we might nick it, but my heart is saying Borough nick it 2-1, but my brain is saying 1-1. Because we don't have the best of records at Fratton Park, and it is 2-0 by the way. We don't have the best of records at Fratton Park. It's a ground that when I looked at it the other day. Actually, I think we'd only won twice since like the 90s or the noughties. I think we've only won 2 or 3 times there. So we don't have the best of records, but we'll see what happens anyway. But tonight's game is an interesting one. Be interesting to see how Muslich does, obviously in charge of his new team, and there's a lot of Plymouth fans that are very happy with the appointment after listening to some of his latest interviews. But they always say good things in interviews. Most managers say good things in interviews just to create a good first impression. But let's see how he gets on tonight, because obviously it's not the easiest of games. It's a game that realistically you would expect Plymouth to win at home. But Oxford United have caused a few problems for a lot of teams this season. I mean, I'm pretty sure they won at Millwall, which no one was expecting. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? 2-1 Oxford, 2-0 Oxford. I've gone for 2-1 Plymouth tonight. I think Plymouth will win this. It's one of our games in hand, fair enough, yeah. What's for dinner tonight? I've had some chicken nuggets and chips from Morrison's. So you know the Morrison's.
To shop there.
There is more reasons to shop. Yes, it's the worst advert you're ever going to hear. So you know, if you go to Morrison's, you probably know. Obviously, there's the bit where there's the you got the pizza, you got the delicatessen bit with the ham and the meat and the cheese stuff, and then obviously there's the oven which has all the cooked chicken wings and stuff. So I got a portion of nuggets and a portion of chips. Very nice. Fully enjoyed it. Thanks for asking, even though you never asked. But there you go. Now what's happened?
My file's come off my penny.
Oh, you're being foiled again. Right. Why? I meant to drop it. Oh, I'm just playing my button. I should have done my button up. Games underway, of course, in the Premier League tonight, by the way, just as we're talking. Brentford are playing Man City, Chelsea playing Bournemouth, and West Ham against Fulham at the moment.
Man City winning that.
And those are all goalless at the moment. It'd be funny if Brentford beat Man City but lose to Plymouth. That would be quite something. And Forest take on Liverpool tonight at 8 p.m. And obviously the other game in the Championship tonight, which takes place same time as Plymouth actually, is Cardiff against Watford as well. Right, so yes, I think it's the only neutral stream I've got planned this week, unless anything else happens unless there's a game on Sunday or something. I was thinking about doing. I was actually looking at maybe one of the Bundesliga games on Sunday, but I don't know what to do. I'll decide it. Well, see, you'll have to bear with me, obviously, with the neutral streams because you're going to find that some of them will be last-minute decisions. It just depends. It's up to me. I'll decide what I'll do in when the time comes. Really, talk to me about your kebab on Monday. Monday was nice. LOL. They are good. They are good.
How the hell are we losing 3-0?
Because Bilbao are good, to be fair.
Is that who it is?
Athletic Bilbao, yeah, they're a good team. Talk to me about... They are Spanish, remember, as well. Talk to me about your kebab on Monday. Yeah, the kebab meat and chips was nice on Monday. Fully enjoyed it. Anyways...
We didn't have it last night, did we?
She said Monday. It was Sunday, you silly div.
I know last night we had...
It was Sunday, you
What did we
donut.
have last night? Oh, we had toasties, didn't we? Because we were out.
Yeah, we weren't at home yesterday. It was Sunday, you donut. Speaking of donuts, look what I got from Morrison's. 6 donuts for £1. Certainly more reasons to shop there. Now then, we're going to have a look at the 2 teams in full in a moment. Just wait. Come on, blow the full-time whistle, Ref. Oh, go on. Go on. Hit it. Yes. Is it in? Yeah!
What the hell?
Holstein Kiel have won it against Dortmund from the halfway line.
How the hell do you do that?
I mean, the keeper came up for the corner. Nice one. Holstein Kiel beat Dortmund. Lovely. Now on the poll, by the way, at the moment, it's 6 votes, and it's I think that's 4 against 2 for 4v2. I think that is
it'll
on the
play, you
poll.
know. One man but number 5 at the minute.
Good. Ask Mamma Mia if she knows what a baron is. I've already told you what a baron is. It's a guy that's rich and is high up in the ranks. So that's basically what it is. She probably won't have known. She probably doesn't. She probably couldn't care less. Yeah, exactly. She couldn't care less.
I know what a baron is, and I don't care less.
She's got more things to worry about.
I'm
Now
watching
then.
the Baron did 21, but I'm happy. So
Yeah, no, I'm glad I'm not. Let's have a look at the 2 teams in full then. We'll start off with the visitors, Oxford United. And Holstein have won! Hey! Unlucky Crapmond. Okay, let's have a look at the 2 teams then in full. We'll start off with the visitors, Oxford United. In goal for Oxford United tonight is number 1, Jamie Cumming. I've just the wrong number. Well done, Darryl. Number 2, Sam Long. Number 3, Kieran Brown. Number 4, Will Volks. Number 7, Jemsklaw Pracheta. Number 8 is Cameron Brannigan. Number 9, Mark Harris. Number 10, Matt Phillips. Number 20, Ruben Rodriguez. Number 22, Greg Lee. And number 30 is Peter Chioso. And the subs for Oxford United, goalkeeper number 21, Matt Ingram. Number 6, former Middlesbrough man, actually, this is, I think. Yep, ex-Middlesbrough man, Josh McEachran. Number 14, Louis Sibley. Number 18, Alex Matos. Number 23, Siriki Dembele. Number 24, Hidi Te Avest. Number 34, Jordan Thornley. Number 44, Dane Scarlett. And number 15, Idris El Missouni. Don't know why they've put it. I don't know why they had that in that order. Right then, let's have a look at the lineup for Argyle then. For Plymouth Argyle, their starting lineup is in goal, number 31, Dan Grimshaw. Number 2, Bali Mumba. Number 5 is Julio Pleguesuelo. Number 10, Morgan Whitaker. Number 17, Timotheus Puchask. Number 18, is Darko Jabi. The captain, number 20, Adam Randall. Number 22, Brendan Galloway. Number 28, Rami Al-Haj. Number 30 is Michael Baidu. And number 44, Victor Paulson. Subs for Argyle, number 33, Zach Baker. Number 3, Nathaniel Ugbeta. Number 4, Jordan Houghton. Number 7, Ibrahim Sissoko. Number 11, Callum White. 14, Michael Obafemi. 15, Mustafa Bundu. 29, Matthew Sorinola. And 34, Caleb Roberts. I'll just do that. There we go then. There's the two teams in full then. For some reason, so you'll notice on the screens that the Plymouth captain's on there, but not the Oxford one. Is because so obviously on Twitter and on flashcards, Oxford Plymouth Argyle put who the captain was, but Oxford didn't say who their captain was going to be. So and it doesn't say in flashcards either. Now I've looked at the last couple of games, and the captaincy has been changing between Sam Long, Cameron Brannigan, and who else? And somebody else, but I can't work out who it is. Let's have a look here. It doesn't say. Did you hear them videos what the neighbour said you watched video? Yeah, I watched that clip, yeah. But, well, I don't really say, I'm not going to really say anything about it, quite frankly. He said, whatever you do, don't upset his lordship. Well, he might claim to be a lord, but he might not be. He might be a lordship, he might not be. Because he won't take nicely to it. No. Oh, you wouldn't expect him, would you? You wouldn't expect him to, would you? Now, should be able to get onto this. This should take me onto the Plymouth game. There we go. Plymouth Argyle, Oxford. Click on this. Watch live. And we should see home park. Oh my god, what in 300p? Oh no, there we go. Oh no, it's sorted now. Looks like the players have coming out in a moment, but they're just showing the new manager to the fans. Cause the neighbours a nightmare. Fair enough.
Wow.
Oh my word! Wow, that's the Davenport stand doing the. That's the Devonport stand doing an enormous tifo, which is brilliant. Okay, then it's match time. Please welcome onto the field Oxford United and Plymouth Argyle. Here we go then.
We've got someone in the corner.
Yeah, same as Stoke. There's a few clubs that do. A few clubs do. Stoke do. Burnley do. There's a lot of Fulham. There's a few clubs that do that. So here we go. It's time for the game. It's Plymouth versus Oxford United in the EFL Championship. And Chelsea, looks like Chelsea is scoring here. I don't want to say that they definitely have until it comes up. Because Chelsea are playing Bournemouth tonight. Oh my god, what a cack attendance that is from Oxford, dear me. I say that though, fair play to Oxford, fair play to the Oxford fans for travelling down to Plymouth tonight, given their away form. I mean, you say it's ever Plymouth as well. Plymouth are really good when it comes to travelling away from home. Oh no, Chelsea haven't scored. I thought Chelsea did score. Never mind.
All again now.
Yep. Right then, let's have a look at the two teams in a moment. But first, Let's see the Janus song. Here we go.
Contrasting teams as well. 4 changes for Plymouth this season.
Janus.
Headline news, Murdo Connor has a clean sheet in the last 2 matches. He's not even in
The Janus song, by the way, is weirdly underrated. Who's the Baron of North Ormsby? The hell do I know?
A what is?
Janus song. So underrated.
Dinosaur.
Their anthem.
Oh.
It's underrated as hell, lad. Their anthem. I've said before.
1-0 Chelsea.
Oh, it is 1-0 Chelsea now. And Cole Palmer. Shock.
Oh.
Right then.
So he can't score for England.
No, because he's cacked.
But he can score for Chelsea.
Well, he's Chelsea's best player. Pfft. How many goals is that he's got this season? 13 goals now. 13 a season in 20 games in the Premier League. It's quite something.
1-0 Wolfsburg.
That's in the Bundesliga. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's have it. It is Plymouth Argyle versus Oxford United in the EFL Championship. We're going to have the 2 starting lineup for you, brought to you by our very own Darryl Johnson. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to tonight's game. Let's have a look at the 2 teams in full. And we'll start with Oxford United. Let's have a look at their starting lineup. In goal for Oxford United tonight is number 1, Jamie Cummin. Number 2, Sam Long. Number 3, Kieran Brown. Number 4, Will Volks. Number 7, Zemsklar Pracheta. Number 8, Cameron Brannigan. 9, Mark Harris. Number 10, Matt Phillips. Number 20, Ruben Rodriguez. Number 22, Greg Lee. And number 30, Peter Chioso. Right then, let's have a look at the starting lineup for Plymouth Argyle. In goal is number 31, Dan Grinshaw. Number 2, Ballymumba. Number 5, Julio Pleguezuelo. Number 10, Morgan Whitaker. Number 17, making his debut for Plymouth Argyle at home, is Timotheus Puscharsk. Number 18, Darko Diaby. The captain, number 20, Adam Randall. Number 22, Brendan Galloway. And we're off, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Number 28, Rami Al Hajj. Making his debut, number 30, Michael Baidu. And number 44, Victor Paulson. Thank you very much. Now then, let's get the game underway. The match is underway. Good luck to both teams. Plymouth Argyle against Oxford United in the EFL Championship. And it's live. Early throw-in from Oxford United into the penalty area, and it's bouncing all over the place, and in the end, Grimshaw has to come out and punch it. Goes to the right-hand side. Why did you have meat and chips? Because I wanted to have meat and chips, mate. That's why. And it's nice. And there's another cross in. Plymouth, a little bit slow on the off. Oxford on the front foot in the first minute. A little bit all over the shop defensively at the start of this game, Plymouth Argyle. Keeping you up to date with the goals as they go in, by the way, tonight, ladies and gentlemen. At the moment, Chelsea leading Bournemouth by 0-0. Goal scored by Cole Palmer. Currently 0-0 in the games between Brentford versus Man City and West Ham against Fulham. And don't forget, of course, the 8 o'clock kick-off in the Premier is Nottingham Forest against Liverpool. Cardiff against Watford also underway. That's at 0-0. And 3 games in the FA Cup tonight as well. Leyton Orient against Derby, Mansfield against Wigan, Preston against Charlton, in the games that have been rescheduled due to frozen pitches at the weekend. And Holstein Kiel beat Dortmund 4-2, which I was over the moon about. League One game against between Exeter and Mansfield. That was postponed due to Mansfield having to play today in the cup. So that'll be rescheduled as well at some point. Dundee FC are against Celtic as well tonight. I think Celtic will win that quite comfortably, don't you? So thank you very much everyone who's joined us so far. Let's see what happens in this game tonight. I'll say good luck to both teams. We're 3 minutes in and Plymouth finally coming forward with the ball now. There's that new sign in Puchask. I believe that's how. I'm not unsure actually how to pronounce that name. It's a Polish name. And he's going to have a tough time because he'll be against a fellow Polishman and a guy that Scotty Beale knows because he used to play for Norwich City, Przemysław Placheta. I believe that's how it's pronounced because I know the PR, whatever. Yeah, Przemysław Placheta. I believe that's how it's pronounced. That's how I remember it being pronounced. Placheta does well though. So I think Scotty Beale will remember that name. He had a spell. He had a spell at Norwich, and then he played for Birmingham. Now he's playing for Oxford United. Still playing Championship football though. Oxford lose the ball in the attacking half. Plymouth in the attacking third. There's an early cross from Puchask, and it is pretty poor to be fair. Goes out for a goal kick. Good bit of closing down. Oxford forced into making an error, and Plymouth could have pounced on it. There's Muslic, the Austrian manager, who's just been appointed. Was appointed last week actually. So I say this is his first game in charge actually of Plymouth Argyle, and it's his first home game as the Plymouth Argyle boss, the man from Cercle Bruges, the man who took Cercle Bruges from potential relegation to European football. And obviously, as you know, Cercle Bruges were playing in the were playing in the Europa Conference League. A few people in the stream, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Hope you're doing well on this fine Tuesday night. Great night for football, isn't it? Tuesday nights, midweek football. Don't you just love it? Here's a question for people, and obviously anyone in the live chat can get involved. Do you prefer midweek matches or do you prefer Saturday? I mean, I like the midweek matches, but I probably prefer Saturday matches because Saturday is just Saturday's like a traditional time for football. Back in the day, football always used to be on a Saturday, didn't it? So I think everyone prefers Saturday games to midweek because, one thing a lot of people look forward to, and I look forward to as well, is keeping tabs on the football on the Saturday. So I quite enjoy the Saturday football. Some people prefer midweek, but it's all about opinion. Be interesting, actually. Bob's your uncle. Well, he's not actually. I don't have an uncle called Bob. But the guy in the chat called Bob's your uncle. Lovely. And Fanny's your aunt. Has said midweek. I just decided to carry on with that joke. Because if you don't understand, there's a pun where people say Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and all that. So that's just something. It's a very old joke. Very old joke. My dad used to say it as when he was younger and all. My family always said it for a long time. Bob's your uncle. And I always say to them, I say, well, no, because I don't have an Uncle Bob. As far as I know. I don't know if anyone else has an Uncle Bob, but, I definitely don't. But he says midweek fairs, yeah, midweek games, night games. Night games, I suppose night games, yeah. A lot of people will like night games because obviously playing a match under the floodlights. And now what? Has it finished early?
No. It's playing GGS, I mean. It's
run perfectly then. It's on time. It's on time.
I know. How though?
Well, don't question it. Oh, dear me. Anyways, we have 10 people in the stream. Thank you very much indeed for joining us so far. As you can see on the clock, we are not far off 8 minutes in this first half. And Oxford had the ball in the penalty area a few times in the first minute. Plymouth were a little bit shaky from the start. And since then, they've got comfortable. But no clear-cut opportunities really for either team. Apart from a little bit of a scramble in the penalty area in the first minute where Oxford had it in the penalty area and Plymouth were just struggling to clear the lines. But no big chances. And that wasn't actually... It was decent football up until that final pass. We tried to flick it on there. Michael Beardy, which I know a lot of Plymouth fans have been looking forward to actually seeing. It's a player to keep an eye on. Obviously making his Plymouth Argyle home debut today. Along obviously with their other new signing, of course, which is Puchask, also making his home debut for Plymouth. Dan Grimshaw, as a lot of people will remember, obviously used to play for Blackpool. He had a spell at Blackpool, didn't he? And he went from Blackpool to Plymouth Argyle. Obviously fancied a different challenge. And it on paper looked was a decent signing. He's not been a bad keeper for them this season. But it's a long ball, Pushkas into the penalty area. Oh, what a shot! What a save! Follow up by. Oh, what a stop by the goalkeeper, Jamie Cummins, with a brilliant save. Oh man! Oh, what a save that is! Wow! Puchask, low cross into the centre. And who was it? It was Rami Al-Hajj with the first time shot on his left foot, going for that far corner. And Jamie Cummins with a brilliant save. First save of the game. But I tell you what a cracking save that was. Oh, that's a cracking save. Absolutely superb save. Wow. And he's hit it first time with power. I can't, I genuinely can't believe he saved that. Of course, if it was Roy Keane to be gone, that's his job. But I can't get over that save. That was a brilliant save. Magnificent save from the keeper. That absolutely magnificent. Wow. But good response because obviously they started off slow, Plymouth Argyle, and obviously that was their first opportunity. It was a good chance. It was a lovely ball, by the way. I don't know who it was that actually played the long ball to Puchask on the left-hand side, and then he just takes his time, and then he just sees Rami Al-Hajj running into the penalty. He just plays a lovely low cross into the centre. Rami Al-Hajj blasts it on his left foot first time, and Jamie Cummins with a amazing save. Wow. Wow. Some save. It really was. Can't believe. I can't get over that save. Genuinely, I can't get over that save. That is just... That's amazing. It's a really good save. It's a big save as well. That could have been 1-0 to Plymouth and all. So, big save. First big save made by the keepers. It was Jamie Cummins with the first save of the game. 11 minutes in. And Plymouth Argyle are playing some nice football at times. Oh, that was a bit of a dodgy pass, and then that's just been passed out of play. Not a full stadium tonight. Normally, home park tends to be sold out quite a lot, but I'm seeing quite a few. I'm seeing a decent amount of empty seats. I say decent, like I'm seeing seeing quite a lot of empty seats in that Mayflower stand. Yeah. Yeah, there's quite a few empty seats in that Mayflower stand. Never mind. By the way, if anyone who doesn't know, the Mayflower stand, by the way, is the big big 2-tier stand where the dugouts are. And I know, 'cause I've been to home park. And then Plymouth Argyle are shooting towards the stand where the away fans are. Oxford shooting from left to right towards the Devonport? Is it Devonport? Devonport. I think it's Devonport end. Yeah, Devonport, I think it is. Which is actually where Harvey England sits. He sits at the top of the Devonport. No, see, if anyone's watching, trying to spot the likes of Liam and Harvey, etc., no one's going to no one's going to see them because they sit in the they sit pretty much where the screen is, which is in the stand where the camera actually is. Harvey England makes Darryl look 5 foot. I wouldn't say that. Harvey England's about 5'10". He's taller than the other lads, but I'm pretty sure when let me have a look. I'm pretty sure I still have the photo. Devonport. Yeah, I thought it was Devonport. Are you a Plymouth fan, like Bob? I don't know why I'm calling you Bob though. Are you a Plymouth fan in the live chat? If you are, then welcome along. Yeah, so I'm taller than them three lads by a country mile. But am I taller than Harvey England? I think me and England. Pretty sure me and England are like similar height. I think we're like similar height. I want to say. Yeah, you're from Plymouth. Oh, fair enough. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, sorry, I had an itchy nose. Here come Plymouth coming forward then. Is Rami Al-Haj from distance? Oh. Rami Al-Haj again. You're 6 foot, basically 5'11". Well, 6 foot. Follow Plymouth, but not a diehard supporter. No, fairs. It looked a lot closer on the. It looked a lot closer at first glance, but you look at the replay. It's not close. It's not that close. The Hyder boys now are like 6'1". Well, the lads are similar age to me, and they're not taller than me. I'll have to try and find the photo when I went to. Where's the photo? Was it? Photo of us at Hull. So if I have a look at the photo of us at Hull, so I'm well above Liam. When I'm looking at the photo, I think I'd say I'm about an inch taller than Harvey England. Yeah, I think Harvey England's like 5'11". Oh, am I? No, I think I'm like 2 inches actually. So, because I'm obviously 6 foot, and I've been told by doctors as well that I'm 6 foot. So, yeah, I think Harvey England might be. I think Harvey England must be 5'10" because I look about 2 inches taller. I don't tower over him, but there's a fair gap between. There's a fair gap between me and him. Zemslaw Gongzhowski, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I mean, if I didn't pronounce that correct, then sorry about that. But joined from Poland. Well, so So the guy from Poland's joined. So Dzień dobry, jak się masz? Thanks for joining us. Dziękuję. Thank you for joining us. 1-0 to West Ham against Fulham, and it's Carlos Soler. I'm from the Plymouth area. The stand opposite the Mayflower is the Lyndhurst, and the away fans are in the Barn Park end. Right. Thank you for clearing up. I have been to one park, but the only stands that I actually know properly are the Mayflower and the Devonport. Who do you want to win? I'd like Plymouth to win, obviously. Probably Plymouth mates. So I have a few Plymouth mates, obviously. People who are Plymouth fans might remember. They might recognise me because me and a lot, because Harvey England, Harvey Worsvia, Liam Martin, and Jack Edwards all used to do. They used to do a channel called. The Argyle Way, which they'd stopped doing it ages ago. So used to do the Argyle Way, didn't they? And obviously I used to go on occasions. You'd have been 6'5", 6'6" if you ate better and trained. Well, I'm not, so you don't need to go on about it. Daddy was 6'5" in his youth. Dad's never been 6'5". He was 6'4" is the highest he's ever got to. And he's actually shrunk because he got told by the doctors the other day that he had gone down to 6'2". So I'm only 2 inches shorter than Dad. 2-0 West Ham, Tomasiuczek. Polish match. No, I don't. I know a little bit of Polish, but not much. I don't know enough to. I don't know any Polish terminology when it comes to football. I don't know football terminology. 4-0. I don't know any Polish terminology for when it comes to football. Football terminology isn't my thing when it comes to Polish. I only tend to know like the greetings mainly. There you go. You'd have been 5'6", 6'5", 6'7". Well, to be fair, mate, I'm kinda happy being 6 foot. I'm not too tall. I'm not too small. Sort of, I'm in the mid range, really. You know, I'm alright being 6 foot because the problem is if you get any taller, right? 6 foot short, not really. Liam Martin's 5'9", 5'8", 5'9". Compared to most size these days. Well, not necessarily. A lot of my mates are actually. I'm taller than majority of my mates. Lane Orient winning against Derby. Lol. No, not necessarily. Some guys are tall, some guys aren't. I mean, Liam Martin is. Well, Harvey's my age, and he's 5'9". Harvey England is actually. Harvey England is actually 5 foot. Yeah, Harvey England must be 5'10". Liam must be about 5'7", 5'8". Average is 5'9", 6 foot is tall. Ignore them. Yeah, to be fair, I don't really want to be any more taller because if I get any more taller, I'm gonna have to duck to get through the door. Yeah, I'm gonna have to walk in like Quasimodo just to be able to get through the door. Otherwise, I'm gonna headbutt the bloody door, aren't I? That's the bad thing about being tall. And also, if you end up as tall as Peter Crouch, you end up with your feet sticking out of the bed. So yeah, I'm happy as I am. 6 foot is fine for me. If you've got a problem with it, then so be it. I'm 4'11", so everyone's tall according to Debbie. Fair enough. Hello, Brad. Thanks for joining us. Maybe areas of difference. It doesn't make a difference. Everyone's different, and everyone's different in their own way. You know, you have some men that are between 5 foot and 6 foot. You have some men that are like between 6 foot and 7 foot. I mean, obviously Carl Hudlin's 6 foot bloody 9, isn't he? And he's a League 2 striker. You know, but it all depends. I mean, obviously, if you have what's known as dwarfism, which a lot of people might know, Warwick Davies, the TV presenter, he's got dwarfism, hence why he's only about 3 foot. When you have dwarfism, you're only about 3 foot tall at the most. But yeah, you know, everyone's different in their own way. Some are tall, some are short. Some are like me, autistic. Some of them aren't. So, you know, we're all different. We're all different in our own ways. That's all I'm going to say on that point now. We are almost halfway through this first half. Plymouth having the better opportunities. I mean, since Oxford had their 1 or 2 chances in the first like 1 or 2 minutes, it has been pretty much all Plymouth. What scores do you want me to tell you in the Prem? You don't need to tell me any of them, actually, mate, because I've got the goal notifications on for all the Prem games and the EFL Championship. So there you go. But anyways, we're not here to talk about height, we're here to talk about the football, aren't we? Now, at the moment, 65% of yous have gone for Plymouth Argyle win, with 20 votes in total. That's about...
1-0 Forest. Against Liverpool.
Come on! Forest to lead in Liverpool. Yes. And it's Chris Ward. It would be, wouldn't it? Chris Ward has sent Forest 3 points behind Liverpool as it stands. Come on then. Forest win the league. This will be a big underdog story, this. Oh, wow. Corner in, and it's absolute. I mean, it was a in-swinger hit with power, but it was absolutely cock. Pukac seems like a decent player, actually. Not bad with his crosses. That's a poor pass from Oxford. Went straight to Michael Baird, who's tried to cross it in. Did that go out of play? Yeah, it did. Came back in, but didn't. West Ham 2-0 up, Chelsea 1-0. So funny, I forgot to laugh. Oh, the Wood joke. Yeah. What streams you doing this week? Not much really. Obviously I'm on the darts on Thursday and Friday. Well, I'm on the darts for about an hour and a half on Thursdays. Me were going to watch a panto late in the evening. About 7. A Derby have equalised against Leighton Orient, by the way, in the FA Cup. So I've got the darts Thursday, Friday. Saturday I'm at South Shields for a neutral vlog. Sunday, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to do one on Sunday. It depends what's going on, actually. Depends what's going on. Try and avoid the Premier League because are buying on Sky tomorrow? I think they will. I don't actually know if they are. They're on the red button. I might watch that. I don't know, but I probably won't be streaming it. Yeah, I probably won't stream tomorrow. What I don't want to do is I don't want to stream every single night because it'll get a bit too much for me otherwise. You know, Sunday. See, Sunday I don't want to do EFL Championship all the time because it'll just get boring. It'll just make. I'll literally just turn into an EFL Championship bloody streamer. I mean, there will be quite a few EFL Championship streams anyway, but I don't want to do them all the time. Nah, I'm trying to avoid the big clubs because every single YouTube all the big YouTubers do the Premier League. See, I'm a big disadvantage when it comes to that. Things like the lower leagues, I'm probably better off with, and also other games. Let's have a look here.
Why don't you do this on Berlin versus Mainz?
I think if it's...
Let's have 2 on Sunday.
I don't know. I think if I'm going to do one, I might go for the 4:30 one. Just go for the later one, really.
Bremen versus Augsburg.
Werder against Augsburg. Either that or... Any interesting games in League 1? Oh, Marseille Strasbourg. Is that going to be on TNT? Marseille against Strasbourg. Ooh. Hello. Is Puchak? Oh dear. Oh, it's Pukac. Divvy. Hi, can you say hi, Lexi, please? Hello, Lexi. I knew it was you as soon as your name came up anyway.
Is it Lexi? Is in Lexi?
Lexi, yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, she does sometimes keep tabs on the
I thought she
channel.
would have been at the under 21s.
Well, she might be. I don't know. She might be, I don't know. If I'm going to do a game on Sunday, I might do the Werder Bremen Augsburg game, just as it's a different league and a different game. So Just switch league a little bit and go for a different game. Go for a different league. So I might do it, but I might not.
Hi, Nicola.
If I decide to, then you'll obviously see a stream scheduled. If not, then no. Now then, let's put some Iron Brew in the Mask United Cup. And I do have a Mask United mug downstairs. Well, a small mug. Oh, I can't. Here come Max Front. Why did they make these lids so stiff? Thank you. Yeah, hello Lexi, hope you're doing well. Hello Nicola, thanks for joining us. Forest won Liverpool nil. Yeah, brilliant. K-Dog.
Oh.
It's me, Lexi, do you remember? Up your nose. Yeah, I do. Yeah, of course I remember you, Lexi. Yeah. I've known you for a while, Lexi, for P4C. Obviously, that no longer exists now, does it? So.
Me, if I'm too bad.
Of course, I remember you. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Nicola, as well. Thanks everyone who's joined us, and Brad and everyone. Thanks very much indeed. Lexi, me's joined on her. You on your phone, I assume. Yeah. And any other people, thanks for joining us. Indeed. Right, I've got it in my Mask United cup here today. Up your nose! Up the mask. I wouldn't care, didn't even realise. So I'm going to South Shields on Saturday and I didn't even realise. But Mask United are playing at Blythe. Which is literally down the road, which is literally just further north of bloody South Shields. If I'd have known that, I'd have gone to it. But I'm an idiot and I didn't look at the bloody fixtures, did I? And I'm going to Sunderland next week. Up the Baron, Daddy. If I said to Daddy what a Baron is, would he know? Oh, he probably would, because it's quite an old-fashioned saying, isn't it? A Baron, royal lordship. Oh, I wish my dad was a lordship. Think of the money he would have, but no, it's never going to happen. That would never happen. 30 minutes in, everyone. And people will say it's a boring game, but I mean, I think if you were watching this as a if you were watching this as an Oxford fan, you'd probably be happy with 0-0. But I think Plymouth will be more annoyed at the fact they haven't made it 1-0 because they have had opportunities. They've had some half decent opportunities to score and they just haven't taken any of them. But still plenty of time left in this game. It is still only early days, only 30 minutes in, so still another 60 to go. So far, 6 shots to 1 in Plymouth Argyle's favour, but only 1 shot on target, and that shot was, of course, saved brilliantly by Jamie Cummins. I'm wondering, is it that's not the goalkeeper that used? That's not Bowen's former keeper, is it? Because we used to have a keeper called Cummins. 25. No, it's not, because he came from Chelsea's academy, so it's not that. It's not the Borough player. I'm sure we had a goalkeeper called Cummins. Looks like I think Preston have just scored. Has Preston just scored here? Who former Borough keeper? There's a former Borough keeper called Cummins. Or Cummins. Is it Cummins? Is it Cummins?
Preston's 1-0 up.
See, Middlesbrough had a goalkeeper called we used to have a goalkeeper called Cummins. Well, we did used to have a player called... oh, we did. Well, we did have... Middlesbrough did have a goalkeeper called David Cumming, but that was back in 1936. 1-0 to Preston, and it's Osmajic. Oh, it would be, wouldn't it?
Sam Greenwood's on the bench for the...
It's because it's a cup game. You'll be resting him. I'm sure we had a goalkeeper. I'm sure we had a goalkeeper called Cumming or Cummins. Oh, is this the one? Is this him?
Who's that lad with you? It's me. Really?
Who's that lad? That's Mia, you can hear. It's not a lad. It's just... We keep saying... People keep thinking that Mia's a lad in the background because for a girl, she's got to have a low voice. Stan Cummins? To be honest, I can't remember, but never mind. We did have a keeper called Cumming or Cummins. I can't remember who it was, so... Tough, never mind. I thought it was someone else. Yeah, I don't use it. Who's Peter Horsfall? I'm sure we did used to have a player called Peter Horsfall. I'll go through the scores at half time, by the way, but no more goals going in since that Preston goal. I don't know why you call him Mamma Mia. This isn't bloody ABBA. I can't remember. Oh, never mind. Anyways, free kick for Plymouth Argyle then, and it's going to be Adam Randall, who ironically, the first two games I went to with the Plymouth lads, which were Hull and Leeds away, Adam Randall scored in each of those games. And both of them ended 1-1, a bit ironic. Is it going to be Randall or is it going to be Pukac? Oh dear! What a good free kick that wasn't. How many people in North Almsbury would know what a bowen is? Phew. I don't know. If you tried explaining it to one of the chavs, you'd probably just get told to shut up. Because a lot of people don't know. Who's getting man of the match at the moment on Flash Scores? Plegastuello, fair enough. I think Pukac has had a decent game, to be fair. What does the saying mean? Oh, he lad. Mm-hmm. Oh, he lad. Yeah. Oh, he's a lad, ain't he? Oh, he a lad. Yeah. I don't know. I was taking the pee. He's a character, so... So a lot of people say he's some character, like he's sometimes they say he's a funny person, or you know, like, haha, look at him, he's a character, ain't he? You know, like a lot of people tend to say it in a funny way. But it's British slang, mate. I mean, you're German anyway, so you're not going to understand it. So German people don't understand British slang. I mean, you've lived in the UK for how long, Scotty? But yeah, a lot of people who aren't from the UK don't tend to know British slang. Same if someone said to you, do you want some scran? And you weren't from England, you'd go, eh? Scrap? No, scran. It's another word for, do you want food? It's another word for food. Well, to be fair, I never understood scran, to be fair, at first, and I'm from England. And it took me ages to work out what scran was. But I've never been one. I've never really been the sort of guy that uses... I don't tend to use a lot of British slang, really. I don't use a lot of British slang. I might start calling the famous Daddy Baron when he gets it. He probably won't. He'll probably wonder what the hell you're waffling on about, mind. But you know. Oh dear, the M5 is shut tonight apparently, so Oxford fans will have fun getting home. We'll have to go a different way. Good shot by Bowen's British. Yeah, but he might not. The face, his mind's all over. My dad's brain has been all over. His mind's been all over the place, so he probably won't. He'll probably forgotten what it means, so he probably won't know what you're on about. You see, not shop in Yorkshire. What? Daddy need to go for the op. Yeah. Well, he's having an op next month. He's having knee surgery next month, so that's sort of playing on his mind at the minute. He is actually. By the way, you've got a tweet on Saturday, so not only have you got a neutral non-league vlog for the South Shields Oxford City game, but guess who's going with me? Dad. So you'll see Dad on the vlog. Bye! That was cock. What sort of bye was that for me? That was terrible.
Is there any heroes left in that box? Or is it just the ones that you like?
No, it'll be the ones I don't like, probably. In the box from the corner, too deep, and he couldn't keep it in play.
Now,
Oh no, it's not
where
been the
they
best of
go?
games. In the bin.
Yeah.
Darryl Johnson, brother song. Oh yeah. I sometimes chanted to myself. I've had a few people chant. You know, I've had a few people before chanted to me before when if I've played football or something. Someone's seen me out to go, "Hey, Dada, up your nose." Darryl Johnson. Okay,
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened when I was sat outside the parkway waiting for the bus. These young lads, they must have been between the age of 10 and 12, right?
What, they knew you were?
No, and I was waiting for
Your
the
dad
bus.
enjoys some dad and son time.
And I
Yeah.
think I'd just come back from a borough game because I had my borough stuff on. And they shouted to me, "Up the borough!" So I shouted
No,
back to them.
you did. I think I remember you had your bow top on the top.
Yeah, I think I had my borough stuff on and that's why. Oh my god.
Sam Long just getting a bit of treatment there. He's back up and walking now. We've got just over 5 minutes to go this first half.
Oh,
A first half which has been dominated.
We can hear the frustration of the home supporters, so in that respect, maybe it has worked, and this, you feel more from an Oxford perspective, is a must not lose.
is that a good enough reason?
Buffer over relegation.
To be fair, if his mind wasn't in the right place, and there you go.
On those above them,
Any ball vlogs in the future? Probably not. You'd be lucky.
points behind, no fewer than 3 of the clubs above them in the table. Cardiff, Hull and Portsmouth.
I very much doubt it because I very much doubt me and my dad will be going back with the way the club have been. But speaking of which, by the way, I've got a meeting tomorrow just for people that do know what's going on. I haven't told that many people, but for those who do know what's going on, I've got a meeting tomorrow with them. So see how it was. Fingers crossed that goes fine. But that's all I'm going to say regarding that. So we swiftly move away from that topic. Now then, let's carry on then. So 4 minutes to go until half time, or until added time at least. And by the way, of course, Plymouth's very own Harvey Worsvere was the man, of course, as he's a good mate of mine, always does the thumbnails. And I said to him, Cameron Bannigan ideally for the thumbnail, and you can decide which Plymouth player to put on as you're the Plymouth fan. He decided to go Morgan Whittaker, which ironically was the player I was actually thinking about going for anyway, but I thought I'd let him decide because he's the Argyle fan. Sam Long down again. Do you want VAR in Championship? It's a controversial topic, really, because I would say yes, because half of the referees are crap, and a lot of the referees make silly decisions. they get a lot of the decisions wrong. So VAR would probably help them, but I think it would ruin the game. I mean, it's already ruined the Premier League quite massively. And this is going to be, looks like an enforced substitution for Oxford here. Because of the referees against us. Not only that, but the referees, it would cost, I don't think it would ever come in, because I think it would cost the EFL an absolute fortune to do it. Because you've got the system, but then you'd also have to have Premier League referees training the Championship referees. You'd have to get the Championship referees trained in order for that. So I think it would cost the EFL and probably the FA too much money. I think it would just cost too much money for them to do it. But I wouldn't say no to having it. It just, people will say that they don't want it because it'll just ruin it for people, because you celebrate scoring a goal and the next thing you know, it doesn't count. I think most people would rather know what the decision's going to be. Would rather go with the decision that's... People would rather go with the original decision. Oh! Oh my word! What a goal! And out of nothing, Oxford United take the lead at Home Park. And I've got to say, it is an absolute thunderbolt. Oh, what a goal. We did have a sub for Oxford as well, which I'll just tell you about now. Substitution made by Oxford United, leaving the field number 2, Sam Long, coming on the field number 34, Jordan Thornley. Just laid off, bang! Oh! Oh! Oh, what a goal! Not Will Volks. It is. Fake shot, laid off by Mark Harris, and then bang! Ah! He's hit it first time, and he's hit it with so much power. It is a brilliant strike. Oh! That is a brilliant strike from Volks. That is an absolute thunderbolt. 1-0 Plymouth. 1-0 Oxford. God, what a cracking goal that is. Wow. Unreal. Do Oxford still have Marcus Brown? Don't know if they do or not. They thought he was a lad at boat. No. There'll be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes of added time. Brought to you by Darryl Johnson. First goal of the evening for Oxford United, scored by number 4, Will Volks. Just... wow. I mean, that Oxford goal came out with nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's their first shot on target. First shot on target. It's been mainly all Plymouth in this first half. And then all of a sudden, Oxford come forward. Mark Harris lays it off. And Will Volks, first time, bang! Straight in the top of the net. It is an absolute thunderbolt. A brilliant strike from Will Volks. And Plymouth Argyle, if they're going to win, they're going to have to come from behind again. I wouldn't care, but Plymouth have been a better side. It is definitely against them on a play. But this is the thing. No one's closing him down, to be fair. It's poor defending. No one closes him down. Will Volks just goes bang. Take nothing away from the strike. It is a magnificent strike, but it's poor defending. Just no one closing him down. It's a shame for Plymouth as well, because Plymouth have been a better side. But when you don't take your chances, you got to take your chances. Again, the free kicks from Pukash have not been exactly amazing, have they?
He took over in similar circumstances at Circle Brugge. They were relegation candidates midway through the season. Within a year, you've got them into Europe. Victim of his own success in many ways.
Don't even deserve the lead.
European football.
Against the one to play big time.
Players poached in the summer as well. Ultimately cost him his job only 6 weeks ago, actually.
Plymouth have been wasteful with their chances.
Looks like Phillips just catches Pukas. I don't think there's any intent in that. It's just Ching trying to protect himself in terms of the ball. So thankfully he's up and about.
Himshaw finds Brandon Galloway.
It's interesting to see how Oxford are now setting up. Phillips has come out to this right-hand side, and like I mentioned earlier, Plaqueta's almost been removed from that responsibility of marking Pukas, and Phillips with his experience and his athleticism is looking now.
Can't get over that goal, you know. Great start for Plymouth, mate. You've got to admit it was a cracking goal. Liam's not happy because he's saying lucky mugs don't deserve to be in the lead. I'm like, yeah, it was against the one to play, but it was an absolute screamer. Genuinely, he's blasted it first time from at least 25 yards. It's a cracking goal. Oh, I'm watching Bournemouth, mate. Yeah, you 1-0 down to Chelsea, aren't you? Cole Palmer. Oh, actually, because we're in the winter, it's called Palmer. His 13th goal in the Premier League, by the way. He's got 13 goals. Brilliant. Thanks those that have tuned in, by the way. Drop us a like on the stream. And obviously, if you are new, do subscribe. We haven't awarded 4,000, but just go one step at a time. Get at least to 3,000. Get to 3,100 first before we look at that far. So, it's going to be a slow and steady process. With going to be slow and steady. The progress, I think. It's going to be a bit up and down this year, but see how it goes. Wemmy Al Haj with another shot blocked. Just a reminder, dart starts Thursday 5. Yeah, I thought it was 4. It's 5 o'clock start, so on Thursday for the darts, but it starts at 4 o'clock on Friday, which is annoying because I'm not going to get home until probably about quarter past. I'm not going to get on till about 4:15. Well, 4:20 because there's obviously something called traffic, and I finish CVFM at 4. So the lads will have to start the stream without me, and I'll probably get home. I might get home just in time for game number 1, but we'll see what happens. Just eyes on the referee, Sam Allison. The long ball forward for Oxford. And Plymouth win the ball back. And that's it. Half time, and to be fair, no one's booing at half time. You know, normally expect a few boos if you're losing the tone, but no boos really from the Plymouth fans, which surprised considering they're losing at home to a team that on paper you'd expect them to win against. But to be fair, they haven't really deserved to be losing this game. They have been on the front foot for a lot of it, but one absolute thunderbolt from distance from Will Volks is what separates the two sides at the half-time interval. So half-time, it's Oxford leading Plymouth Argyle by 1-0 at home park. Yeah, probably not a lot. I don't think a lot of people would have expected that, but there you go. There you have it. Leverkusen have just scored against Mainz, and it's Grimaldo. No surprise. Say no more. So, if you're an Oxford fan, you've frustrated them at times. You've also got yourselves in the lead, albeit against the one to play, and it'll be one of the Golden Month contenders, without a shadow of a doubt. It was an absolute screamer. But if you're a Plymouth fan, you're probably a bit frustrated because you've had you've had so many opportunities, you know, so you've had some decent opportunities. One brilliant save from Jamie Cumming, that's what stopped Oxford from going 1-0 down, but both teams have only had one shot on target. Oxford scored theirs because it was an absolutely superb strike. It was a superb strike. Plymouth had 8 shots, 1 on target. They've just been really wasteful. And it's not been the greatest of matches. It has been tough for both teams. I said it was probably going to be a tough game for both of them. But Plymouth do need to get themselves level and get themselves ideally in the lead, because obviously their next game is at home to QPR, and if they lose at home to Oxford tonight, then it won't look, it's not going to exactly look amazing, is it? Especially with their own form. QPR obviously next, which I do expect them to respond. If they don't win tonight, they definitely should, probably will respond against QPR, but whether they do, we don't know. Keep getting involved in the poll. 59% saying Plymouth win, 41% Oxford, and that's with 29 votes. So then, half time in a lot of the games. We'll go through the current scores. Bloody hell, Watford getting dominated, and Cardiff had 3 shots on target. They've done well. Latest scores, of course, in the Premier League in the moment. In the second half, it's Brentford 0, Manchester City 0, and Chelsea 1, Bournemouth 0. Goal from Cole Palmer inside the first 15 minutes. West Ham United scored 2 goals in 2 minutes against Fulham, so it's West Ham 2, Fulham 0. Yeah, Fulham have had 8 shots, West Ham have had 2, and West Ham have scored both. Clinical. And at the moment, in one of the big games, of course, it's currently Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 0. Liverpool without a single shot on target. They've had 7 shots, but none on target in the first 40 minutes. Half-time scores in the EFL Championship. As we all know, it's currently 1-0 Oxford at Plymouth, but the other game is Cardiff City 0, Watford 0. The game between Exeter and Mansfield in League One was postponed due to FA Cup. In the FA Cup at the moment, the latest scores are Leyton Orient 1, Derby 1. The winner, of course, will be hosting the Premier League champions Manchester City. Mansfield are drawing 0-0 at home to Wigan Athletic in their game. The winner, obviously, hosting Fulham. And Preston against Charlton at the moment is currently 1 apiece, with the winner hosting Wickham. Now, last night, of course, in the FA Cup, Millwall beat Dagenham and Redbridge by 3-0, which means in round 4, we've got the hooligan derby between Millwall and Leeds at Ellen Road, and I'll tell you, that will be feisty. So that's that, I think, for latest scores there. 1-0 to Celtic, by the way, against Dundee, and it was Luke McGowan. He scored last week against Ross County for them, didn't he? And also remind, of course, that the next thing on the channel will be, of course, the vlog at South Shields against Oxford City. Myself and Dad travelling up, making the 36-mile trip or something like that. Bournemouth for level. Justin Cliver penalty. Chelsea 1, Bournemouth 1. Lovely. So I think it's fair to say Sam McNeil will be cherry happy. Cherry happy. Okay. Now then. Right then. Oh, looks like Fulham are about to score. Yeah, Fulham have just scored as well, same time. Let's have a look. I don't know who scored it. It'll come up in a moment on my phone. And who was it? Let's have a look. Oh, shock. It's always him, isn't it? Raul Jimenez. Of course, it's Raul Jimenez. So yeah, next thing will be the vlog on Saturday, so make sure you don't miss that. First neutral vlog of the year, and the first neutral non-league vlog. And then next Saturday is the first neutral vlog that's not non-league, because obviously I'm doing neutral vlogs like EFL games, etc. And obviously non-league, which is obviously Dundee FC are drawing, and non-league vlogs obviously, which is like National League downwards. So a few different vlogs and stuff to look forward to, a few different streams, different leagues, different leagues, etc. to enjoy in the next upcoming months. So should be interesting, and make sure you keep an eye out on that. Now then, of course, don't forget to check out Double Trouble Darts on Thursday and Friday evening, as where me and the lads will be bringing you. I'll be on for the first hour and a half on Thursday, and then obviously me and are off to watch a panto, which we've bought tickets for. Me, I wanted to go and see it. And Friday, of course, Friday the darts is from 4:00. So 2 dart streams for the Bahrain Dart Masters on Thursday and Friday for you all to look forward to on Double Trouble Darts. And the next stream on here might possibly be Sunday, Possibly Sunday if I decide to do the Bundesliga on Sunday, and it would be Werder Bremen against Augsburg if I did. If not, then it'll be on to whatever game I decide to do when I'm available next week. So also depends on availability. So, yeah, quite a lot to look forward to in the next upcoming weeks and months. So make sure you stay subscribed and make sure that you have the notifications on, so that of course you are aware of when we go live, and keep an eye on the community posts as I will be updating on there on the odd occasion. So yeah, a lot of things to look forward to, and also subscribe to Double Trouble Darts for more darts content throughout 2025. In the meantime, we're going to go for a quick break. We'll be back with you for the second half coverage in just over 5 minutes time. See you in a few moments.
you to stay. 'Cause I don't think that I can move, taking my legs. And I am more than a bit confused. I don't like it when you lie to me. Crying unapologetic. It's all for you. Yeah, it's all for you. We look the same. Because I think I'm going insane. Oh, I thought of the words we said that were not in tune as we're knocking heads. Oh, you were coming up the black moon, knocking up the deep end. What can I say to you? Oh, I thought that would never be the death of you. Step on the gas, roll down, say I'm going too fast for you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is now time for the second half of this game. And at half time, of course, it is at the moment Plymouth Argyle 0, Oxford United 1, with an absolute peach of a goal from 25 yards out from Will Vaux, the CDM, of course. Now, we've got a few goals just going in at the moment, but we'll tell you about them in a moment. Let's get the second half underway at home park. Plymouth Argyle kicking off from left to right. Adam Randall gets the second half underway. Plymouth going from left to right towards the Devonport. Oxford going from right to left towards the Barn Park end. The Barn Park or the Barnyard? Someone mentioned it earlier on.
Tiny bits of opportunity to make the difference, because they had 3 or 4 opportunities where they couldn't even put the ball in the right.
Barn Park end, that's where the away fans are. Yeah. So shooting towards the away fans then. Just joins again for the second half. Welcome back. If you just joined us for the first time, welcome to the stream. A few goals just going in at the moment, which we'll tell you about. In the meantime, the other game in the EFL Championship is back underway as well. Cardiff 0, Watford 0 in the Championship. No more goals in the Premier League. Still 0-0 for Man City. Currently 1-1 for Chelsea, Bournemouth. West Ham 2-1 against Fulham, and Forest leading Liverpool. 2 goals in the FA Cup to tell you about. Mansfield 0, Wigan Athletic 1. And that goal probably has become. Look at the stats. No, but the first chance of the second half actually. And it was for Wigan Athletic. It was Taylor Asgard with the goal. So Wigan Athletic have the lead against Wigan have the lead against Mansfield away from home by 1-0. And a bit of uncertainty from pretty much all the players there and the keeper. And in the end, Plymouth get it away. Again, another slow start. They started slow in the first half, start slow in the second half. And it's 2-1 to Preston North End against Charlton Athletic. So that equaliser from Luke Berry has been... Well, that didn't really last too long. Lasted the final 5 minutes of the first half. And literally just over 1 minute into the second half, Milutin Osmajic gets his second goal of the game for Preston North End. So it's a long ball into the penalty from the long forward. The long forwards are causing a few problems for Plymouth, you know. They're a little bit shaky defensively when it comes to them. Free kick been given against Pukash. I'm not sure about that. But a free kick given against Pukash, and Is that a foul? I'm not sure about that, to be fair. I'm not sure. Darryl Johnson. Yes, he's downstairs. So far, so good at the minute for the Oxford manager. As a cross comes into penalty area and a header goes wide at the post. Currently 3 minutes into the second half, and it has been all Oxford at the start of the second half. It wasn't a bad free kick, it was just a really poor header in the end.
Injury prevented him from moving on in August. Seemed almost certain that he'd be leaving the club in January. But a new manager, a new opportunity. Injuries have paved the way, and he is an experienced.
Oh, as I thought.
It's just another showcase where fortunes can change, and you never know when you're going to be needed. You never know when you're going to be called upon. So they need to be ready. As a part to play in one of his first touches, putting the ball over the top for Kyozo to play the ball inside to Harris, where the goal comes from. So again, it's an opportunity where fortunes can change very, very quickly.
Tell you what, if you're a Plymouth fan, you get worried because this has not been a good first. It's not been a good second half at all. From not been a good second half so far from Plymouth Argyle. But Gary Rowett, so far so good. He's had a decent start so far with Oxford United. And Manchester City finally have the lead at Brentford, and it's a goal from Phil Foden.
Another one that doesn't score for England.
He does only he scores more than Palmer. Probably because all England players do is rely on Harry Kane. Bit of a random game to stream, it'll be okay. Yeah, well, you got to remember, Tom, I did say ages ago, I don't know if you knew, but I did say ages ago that I was going to be doing some random games, because I'll be doing a lot of neutral streams this year, as well as neutral vlogs. Any luck with brother? I've got a meeting tomorrow. Not as far as that. That's literally all I can say, really. So, see how that goes. We knew that, Scotty, that I got the boot from Borough, yeah, but I've got a meeting with him tomorrow to discuss it also. That's as far as I'm going with that. I'm not mentioning it anymore. Infamous gas exchange happens at night in the Johnson household. Did Scotty B invent Darryl's gas exchange? Yes, you did invent Darryl's gas exchange, because it's not called gas exchange. It's called a fart. West Ham 3, Fulham 1. And it's Lucas Paqueta. And Mansfield 0, Wigan 2. And again, it is Asgard. And I think that is bye-bye Mansfield. It's bye-bye to the Stags. It's true, because you used to let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Can't hold it in anymore. So I call it gas exchange. Well, strange gas, if it is. All the Oxford fans there were sat down away from home, and this is where people will go online and go, sitting down away from home. Just to saying that you created. If you're hot, by the way, you can turn the fan on. But only turn it on to 1. Well, I don't support either of these teams, but tonight I want. Obviously, I'd like Plymouth to win, obviously, for the lads. But I'm a neutral tonight. Whose farts smell the worst in the household?
2-1 Bournemouth.
Definitely mine. Bournemouth leading Chelsea. Bournemouth are doing well this season. I'm not a Plymouth fan. I go to the odd Plymouth. I do go to some Plymouth games with me mates. Mainly if they're up north. If they're up north and they're not far away, then I do sometimes. But I said Oxford in the predictions. Yeah, I thought Plymouth would have done a lot better tonight, to be fair, but since the start of the second half, it's been all Oxford. Oxford will probably get a second goal at this rate. Another long four in the box. The long fours are excellent long fours, by the way. They're causing problems. And it is Antoine Semenyo. So Bournemouth, as it stands, are going to go level on points with Chelsea. Chelsea now dropping out of the top 4. I'll be playing the UK Open qualifiers on the Monday. Bit of a joke what they've done with it. Supposed to be for amateurs, but the likes of Fallon and high quality pros will be playing there. Right, don't moan too much about it, mate. If you come up against one of the professional players, then cherish it. It's probably not very often you come up against professional players. I'm not saying you're bad, but I'm saying it's like, I'd be more than happy to play against a professional player. I'd get absolutely annihilated, but I'd still enjoy it. But yeah, I think it's a bit unfair if they've got the professionals in the amateur qualifiers. It's, yeah, a little bit unfair, but UK Open qualifiers for darts 2025 UK Open amateur qualifiers include community venues. On Monday, where you play.
Oxford United would be top of the championship table if the season had begun on Boxing Day. Unbeaten in 4 matches.
Where is it you're playing? Are you playing in Are you playing? Are you actually? Where are you playing? Are you playing in Plymouth or are you playing in? Are you playing in Wales? It's the MK Dons Arena right next door to the football stadium. Oh, okay. Just doesn't say it on here. Ball in, dangerous. Well, good luck to you. Ah, dear me. Good luck to you, mate. Hopefully you'll do alright. Where is Marcelino Ferdinand? Marcelino Ferdinand. Oh yeah, he used to be the Indonesian. He's the Indonesian. Yeah, he's a player for Oxford, isn't he? The Indonesian player for Oxford. I've no idea, but he's definitely not in the team, and he hasn't played. He hasn't played for Oxford. According to this, he's not played for Oxford. I don't know. I forgot he was an Oxford player. Nah, I don't know because he hasn't played for Oxford for quite a while. By the looks of it. Oh, it says he's never played at all actually, but I don't know. I don't know, I'm afraid. But he's not in the squad. Abitsa Ilham has put Ole Womani. Ole Womani. I don't know what that means. Oh. And it's got to be judged by the run. Plaqueta runs in behind, the ball is in the right area. Now again another opportunity. Plaqueta has to keep the ball out from going. Another opportunity. So it's a selection of pass that Plymouth aren't quite getting right. But I think we peaked at the cup game between Sheffield United and Cardiff because a lot of people didn't know where they were going to be able to find it, and then obviously with Championship it's on the red button, but still not too bad. Take anything at the moment. Doing a lot of neutral games. Doing quite a lot of neutral games this year, so see how it goes. That could be 2-0. They can't get it clear. Plymouth still in there. It's bouncing around. Chips right there. Who do you support? Middlesbrough, mate. Well, Middlesbrough's me home. That's my home team. I'm an idiot. I haven't changed the. I've still got the wrong logo on. When you have the subscribe button thing, still got the wrong logo on that bit. I don't know why. In there! Whoa! Sorry, I'm a Blackburn fan. It's no problem. I know what it's like against Blackburn. You come to the Riverside and you're guaranteed 3 points because we haven't beaten you at home in 13 years. So in the Championship it was, but the FA Cup it wasn't. So yeah, you got away with it in the Championship with that goal, but the FA Cup. FA Cup was just a good finish from Vyman. He's been good for you, Andy Vyman, by the way. Corner for Plymouth then. In from Pukas. Again, too deep. Mate, Pukas's corners are terrible. No, the FA Cup one, yes. The FA Cup one, yes, but not the Championship one, no. Not the Championship one. Although having said that, I wasn't sure about whether the first goal in the Championship game was actually onside or offside, but I know the second one, because I saw a few photos of it, the second one, which was actually given, was offside, but yeah, well. But anyway, we can't just mourn, you know, can't just blame a bloody offside for the reason we lost. The reason we lost was because we weren't good enough. We weren't good enough, and quite frankly, I don't think we haven't been good enough the last couple of. We haven't been good enough for quite a while, actually. So corner taken by Oxford, and it was absolutely lousy to throw in. I tell you something, still fifth. I don't know how we're fifth. I don't know how we're fifth because we've drawn quite a few games. I mean, we haven't beaten. We weren't beaten in the league at the moment. We beat Millwall, then drew Plymouth, drew against Sheffield Wednesday, drew against Burnley. Oh no, we did beat Hull. I almost forgot. Yeah, Cardiff we drew. I mean, I'm surprised we're still in the top 6 because we are very inconsistent. You know, you need to be getting results consistently if you want to finish in the top 6. Long way to go though. Still a long way to go. Keeman Brown just been booked. I don't know what for, whether it was for arguing or whether it was for the foul. I don't know what it was for. Keeman Brown in the yellow card now. Man who scored against Plymouth in the reverse fixture actually at the Kassam. Looking tight at the top. Yeah, the table's looking a bit interesting. It's 2-0 City and it's Foden again. It is getting a little bit interesting. It is getting a bit interesting in the league. I mean, there's literally 3 points separating first and fourth, so it is quite tight. And then you got a 9-point gap between 4th and 5th, where Borough are, so we're miles behind. Fulham have scored, by the way, second goal against West Ham, so it's 3-2 at the London Stadium. Good game that. Harry Wilson with the goal there. Leeds top on 53, Burnley 52, Sheffield United 52, Sunderland 50, Borough 41, West Brom 40. So there's a massive gap between the top 4 and 5th, 6th, 7th downwards, but the top 4 is separated by 3 points. And then you got the 9-point gap before you go to 5th place, and then 5th, 6th, 7th, 5th, 6th, and 7th are all separated by 2 points. And then you got 3 teams level on 37 points. The bottom half at the minute is Plymouth on 20, Hull Pompey on 23, Luton on 25. And this is Plymouth Argyle's game in hand, by the way, on the teams above. So this is not a good result for Plymouth Argyle as it stands. And the man who scored against Sheffield United during the week, last weekend, last Thursday actually, in the FA Cup, Kean Ashford has scored and Plymouth have equalised. And it's Al Haj. 1-1. Goal scored for Argyle's first goal this evening, number 28, Rami Al Haj.
Thing was bringing so much success in the first 30 minutes of the game. Getting the ball, switching it out to Pukash, unopposed, ball into the box, and it's a fantastically guided header. Again, numbers in the box, Al Haj across the goal, guided.
So yeah, the man who scored against Sheffield United, I was going to say Kean Ashford, has actually scored the first goal for Cardiff City. Plymouth level, Rami Al Haj, 1-1. Oh, good cross, good header. Lovely header into the far corner, 1-1. Game on again. And Celtic have retaken the lead at Dundee in the 53rd minute. And Brentford have they? No, they haven't. Yes, they have. Brentford have scored. That's funny, that. They can score against Man City, but they can't score against Plymouth. Johan Visser has got a goal for Brentford. Come on then, equalise against Man City and it's happy days. Be brilliant. Johan Visser 2-1. So 1-1. And it's that's Pukash with the cross. Al Haj with Rami Al Haj with a header. And that's Pukash's first assist for Plymouth Argyle. 1-1. Yep, things we like to see. Yep. You got confused when I sent the predictions over? Yeah, because I didn't know that you were gonna. I didn't expect you to. Well, I knew you were gonna send I knew you were gonna send the games, but I didn't think you were gonna send. I didn't think you were gonna send Saturday's games as well. Nicola Valli's happy. She put yes. I'm not sure what she's happy about. I don't know what she's happy about, but how should I have done it? I don't know. Well, it's up to you, mate. I thought you were just gonna send the midweek games and not the weekend ones. There's not 12 games midweek. No, but we don't always have 12 games. I didn't know what you were gonna do anyway. But yeah. Ball in for Oxford, headed away. Game on. Oh, Nicola's, because Nicola's also watching the stream as a neutral, so she's happy that it's 1-1. I think a lot of people will be happy it's 1-1 because it means it's game on again and it's going to get tasty. And I will say, similar to, same case, it's the same situation really. Oh, Carter Vickers has got an own goal at Dundee level. We're going to have subs for Oxford United. Substitutions for Oxford United. Leaving the field is number 9, Mark Harris, and also leaving the field is number 7, Jemsklar Pracheta. Coming on the field is number 44, Dane Scarlett. And also coming on the field is number 23, Sariki Dembele. Come on, Brentford, get an equaliser against City, and that'd be amazing. I bet on one of these teams to win. Can't take a tie. Oh, did you? Did you put? What did you put? Did you do the double chance? Plymouth or Oxford? 2 points from 15 for Chelsea. Jesus Christ, they are so bad. 2 points out last like 5 games. Did you put Plymouth to win, or did you put Oxford to win, or did you go for the Plymouth or Oxford double chance? I know, to be fair, I was expecting Plymouth to win this game, but in the second half, it's similar to the... I mean, it's not the same, but same sort of case. In the first half, Plymouth were dominating. Obviously, they were under the cosh for the first, 2 minutes, and then since then, they were dominating. And Oxford just scored out of the blue. In the second half, Plymouth have, dare I say, scored from out of the blue? Because, to be truthfully honest, in the second half, Oxford United were having the better of the second half. And then all of a sudden, one ball in the penalty area, headed from Al-Hajj, and it's 1-1. Yeah, made double chance, either team to win. Played it with Juventus double chance to tie or win, and Nottingham Forest to tie or win. Alright, so what's... So you're wearing your Burger King staff shirt. Hey, this isn't actually a bad top. This isn't about... It's not Burger King. Of course it's not Burger King. This isn't a bad top. This is actually... is it Ben Sherman? This is a Ben Sherman top, this. Ben Sherman. I'm trying to think of it. No, it's not Ben Sherman, is it?
As things stand, though, very much a Plymouth player. Offers rejected this week. From the likes of Burnley and
Ben Hogan, I think it says. Ben Hogan? I wear Ben Sherman. I've got joggers that are Ben Sherman. Not bad, to be honest. You're hairy, lol. Ha ha! You're looking at me chest hair. Well, in that case, you're not looking at it now, are you? Oh, it's in there. It's bouncing around and straight into the keeper's gloves in the end. Boo! Shouldn't have spoke, should ya? You closed it up. Well, you shouldn't have spoke, should ya? Are Juventus winning? What is Juve? Anyway, they... AC Milan beat Como. Chameleon. Juve are winning against Atalanta. Kalulu. It's been a close game, that, hasn't it? 15 shots each. Oh, is this in the league? That's in the league, couldn't me. It's actually in the league. Okay, fair enough. Juve 4th. Jeez. They haven't been great. They haven't been great lately, have they? Goodness me, it's Wolfsburg 5, Mönchengladbach 0. What is happening to Borussia? Brilliant. I've got to say, brilliant. Lucas Nemecha's got 2 goals. Brilliant from Wolfsburg, but what has happened to Gladbach? Goodness me. Oh, say that, and Gladbach have actually got a goal back. Well, welcome to the game. Where are Wolfsburg now? 6 in the league. They're up to 6. They're doing well. Leverkusen winning, meaning it's only a point. They're only a point behind Bayern. Ooh. Going to be another tight season, isn't it? I thought Leverkusen had a poor start to the season, and since then they've done better. Only one loss. It's going to be between Bayern, Leverkusen and Frankfurt, isn't it, for the title? Dortmund are 9th. Oh dear. 5-1, I can't believe it. For the Frankfurt 4-1 against Freiburg. Good heavens. Oh, shock! It's Mamouche who scored and all. Ball in for Oxford, and it's headed into the end and into the gloves at the end of Dan Grimshaw. Oh, it wasn't great. Ballymumba does well, stays on his feet, gets advantage because it was a foul. Which did on his feet, and he didn't really make use of it. Played it backwards instead. Plymouth fans are wanting their team to go forward. How much was the meat and chips, and what did Mamma Mia have? It was £4.50 for the meat and chips. And Mia had the same. We both had a portion of doner and chips. Lovely. I quite enjoyed it, actually. Very nice. 17 to go. £4.50. Wow. Yeah, the price of doner meat's going up. The price of doner meat is going up, to be fair. £5.50 for a doner wrap and chips, to be fair. Not bad. It's not too bad. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. So cheap. Parmos aren't cheap because Parmos are like £9, £10. Parmos are like Parmos are like 10 quid. 9.90 or 8 or 9 quid for a doner wrap. Crazy. Yes, Brentford have equalised. Yay! Come on, Christian Norgard. Christian Norgard's equalised for Brentford. What a sad shame. What an absolute shame. City have bottled it again. That's a pity. Substitution for Plymouth Argyle, leaving the field, number 28, Rami Al-Haj. Coming on, number 14, Michael Obafemi. Parmo, he is £5. Why would you do Parmos in? Why would you do Parmo in Norwich? Cheap, says Bob Jones. Yeah, well, that's the positive thing about living up north, is the prices aren't that expensive. Well, they can be expensive sometimes. Sometimes not. Come on, Brentford, beat. I'll tell you something. If they get a result, LOL, City is 7th. Good, City is 7th. How sad. Liverpool 46, Forest 43, Arsenal 40, Chelsea 36, Bournemouth 36. Goodness me. Newcastle 35. Wow. Unreal. Now, Plymouth Argyle are the masters at scoring late goals. They have scored, and we're talking 85th minute onwards, they have scored 9 late goals. They've scored, well, actually no, added time goals, beg your pardon. They've scored 9 goals in added time this season. Still 14 to go plus added time. Newcastle are doing good. Yeah, they're not doing too bad. They were doing poor. One point in the season they were doing poor, and then now they've started to climb back a bit. Oxford are going to make a double sub in a moment. What's the wealthiest area in Borough? In Teesside, it's. I wouldn't actually know what the wealthiest area is in Middlesbrough, to be fair. I don't actually know personally. Oh, well, if you look at the Teesside as a whole, Stockton-on-Tees, Yarm is quite a wealthy area. That's Stockton-on-Tees, that's still Teesside still. But I wouldn't know actually, to be fair. Definitely not North Armsby. Needs all to score for FPL. Oh, Liverpool have equalised just as he says that. And I bet it's Salah. I guarantee it's Salah. Phillips. Oh, it's Jota. Free kick for Plymouth. 2 subs made by Oxford. I'll tell you them in a moment. In the box from the free kick. Headed wide.
Go wide of the post.
Yeah, again, but that's the first ball he's put in that's been effective, and it's a half chance for Galloway. He does well to get his head on it, but he just
Does it want to show up?
where it needs to go.
Substitutions for Oxford United. Leaving the field is number 20, Ruben Rodriguez. Coming on the field is number 24, Hid Terrorist.
Brannigan on the ground, not for the first time tonight.
Also leaving the field is number 10, Matt Phillips. Coming on the field is number 18, Alex Matos.
One of those where when a player is almost the wrong side, any attempt
Damn it, Joe.
has to go
Does Darryl Johnson never want to leave Teesside? If I win the lottery and I can move to a posher area, possibly, but nah, probably wouldn't be able to. Fans, yeah. Brentford 2, Man City 2, full time. Yes. I had a feeling they'd struggle at Brentford. Not even an assist. Darryl got a radio job and the relocation was London. Would he go? Well, I'd have to, wouldn't I? I'm not going. Wouldn't. You wouldn't turn down a job if you were getting big payment for. Chelsea have equalised. Chelsea have equalised. 95th minute. Reece James. Oh no, probably not. I wouldn't be looking at a job. I wouldn't be looking that far anyway. I wouldn't be looking at a bloody job down in London. At the minute, I can't get a job in Middlesbrough. I'm trying to get jobs in Middlesbrough, but I'm getting nowhere. So there's quite a few I'm waiting back from anyway, but yeah. Slow start to the year, but things can only get better. Going to close the poll now. Reece James of all people to equalise for Bournemouth, and he hasn't even had a good season. Plymouth 54%, Oxford 45%. Well, it wasn't. It was 55%. You silly tits. Plymouth was 55%, not 54%. Divvies. The Busy Bees bounced back with a late sting. It was 55 and 45, not what these useless morons are saying. 42 votes in total. Thank you very much indeed. 54% for Plymouth. 55% actually was for Plymouth. So there you go. Level up 1-1. Let's see what happens in the final 10 minutes. Here come Plymouth. JB trying to get it into the box. He didn't manage it. As full time, West Ham United 3, Fulham 2. Ball goes out to play off Oxford United player. And it is a corner kick for Plymouth Argyle. And it's going to be another corner for Pukash. And let's hope this time for Pukash it isn't another bad corner, because a lot of these corners, certainly his in-swinging corners, have been too deep. But I think this time it's going to be an out-swinging corner. So is he going to play it straight into the box? What's he going to do from this? Corner for Plymouth then. Left-footed corner from Pukash into the middle of the penalty area. And it was headed up in the air, but it was pushing in the penalty area. Free kick given to Oxford. If the pay was good, 50k, yeah. To be fair, I think we'd probably. I think if we had to, we'd all probably relocate, but I don't know. Is that proper iron brew? Well, it's from this bottle. It says iron brew extra. But if you're on about the actual 1901 one, no, because to be fair, I'm not exactly fussed on the old one. You know, it's strange. I like iron brew, but I've tried the 1901 one, and I'm not fussed on it. It just doesn't seem to have much of a taste. The 1901 version. I think obviously it's probably got more taste when it's obviously got more sweet and stuff in it. Full sugar? No, it's iron brew extra, so it's extra taste. Extra taste, no sugar. They say that, but there's always sweeteners in it.
relegation zone this season, because ultimately for them as a club, it's
0 grams of sugar.
unbelievably that is
Oh yeah, but I would. Oh yeah, they say that, but so sweeteners isn't classed. So sweeteners isn't classed as sugar. Okay. Precisely. 0 grams of sugar. Yeah, but sweeteners sugar. They're freaking stupid, aren't they? I've never. By the way, ignore that. I've never had a factory. Not the real stuff. No, not the. If you're on about the original, if you're on about the actual orange bottle of Iron Brew, the normal Iron Brew, I do drink that. But I drink the main one sometimes. Sometimes I have the extra. Sometimes I have the diet. It just depends. That's a chop and change. I prefer the extra. I think Iron Brew extra is really nice. Mate, I've never had a factory. I go to the shop to get Iron Brew. You just think that. You've known that for ages. I don't know why I say that. Mm-hmm. The real stuff is the 1901. The 1901 Iron Brew is what you'd class as the real stuff, but it's not. It's not exactly. It's not. I'm not. I'm not massive on that. There's no broadcast. I'm an Argyle fan. Where can I watch this match? Sky Sports. It'll be Sky Sports Football. Sky Sports Plus, sorry. In the UK. If you're in Turkey, I have no idea. I'm afraid. I don't know in Turkey, I'm afraid. You can hear the engine down below. No, that's the telly. Oh, is this an attack? This is an attacking change. An attacking change for Plymouth. Here we go. Well, this is going to be interesting. An attacking change. Substitution for Argyle, leaving the field, number 44, Victor Paulson, coming on number 7, Ibrahim Sissoko. And Watford are level at Cardiff. And of course, it's Bayo. It's always Bayo, isn't it? Bayo is the man that scores for Watford in the second half, in the final couple of minutes there at the Cardiff City Stadium. So 1-1 between Cardiff and Watford, and 1-1 here between Plymouth Argyle and Oxford United. And any Plymouth fans, by the way, I'll be with the lads. I'll be with the Plymouth lads next week, actually, at Sunderland. So watch out for a vlog there. You can watch games on Argyle TV. I think you have. Well, that's Plymouth Argyle's the website, isn't it? But you have to pay, don't you, to do that. Yeah, no worries. I can't really do anything else other than that, I'm afraid. It's not a particularly good pass, is it? Page game. Reece James has rescued a point for Chelsea. They drew 2-2 against Bournemouth, and ironically, Man City Brentford was 2-2 thanks to a 93rd minute equaliser. I don't know if there's much point trying to get it now, Abdullah, when there's literally 3.5 minutes left in the match. I think you're best off just waiting for the next game, if I'm being honest, mate. Because I think you're playing on Saturday, aren't you? You're the early kick-off on Saturday against QPR, aren't you? So, yeah, I would just wait till Saturday, mate, because there's only 3 minutes left of the match now. So you might as well just stay on here for the next couple of minutes. I would say I'll give you as much updates as I can. Both teams looking for a winner. Here come Oxford. It's Lee into the centre. Penalty area. Cleared out in the end. Do you want to jog any slower, mate, to the ball? Gonna need buns in the other match. I'm going to need buns in the other match. What?
Best goal scoring form of his career, but back to doing his defensive job for them now. Do you have Joe Bennett coming back from injury soon?
Okay. I don't know what he's on about there. Here's an opportunity for Oxford.
Chelsea joined the club.
Can he hold it? He can, yeah. Plays it to Lee.
Get the ball in play.
Lee crosses from the left-hand side. That's far too deep.
Balls to Brannigan, who
I'll need it for the other match.
retrieves the ball in the far
I don't know what you mean by you need buns. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by buns. No, that's not a foul. No, never foul. Shot from distance blocked. Nothing wrong with that. Plymouth fans were mourning, but not wrong with that. Subs coming up for Plymouth. Substitutions for Argyle leaving the field. Making his debut today for Argyle is number 17, Timotheus Pukash.
5-0 win that was the turning point in the season. And then played against them at Wembley Stadium when Bolton were beaten and Oxford were promoted. No surprise.
And coming on the field for Argyle is number 3, Nathaniel Ogbeta.
The other player who comes on.
And also leaving the field for Argyle is number 18, Darko Diaby. Coming on the field is number 4, Jordan Houghton.
Captain who had a big say
I think it's a translation error. Sorry, dude.
in Nance Seville after Wayne Rooney's departure.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I've got it on translate to English, haven't I? Yeah. What a pucker pie.
Chases Brannigan
Long!
by Grimshaw.
Dundee FC 3, Celtic 2. Oh, dear. Wow. Lol.
They find another late goal, another dramatic winner.
That's funny. That's funny, that.
Goal to kickstart
We're going to go into added time then. We'll see what happens here. How much added times are going to be?
to say these next 3 home matches for Plymouth are absolutely vital.
I don't think there'll be any more than about 3 minutes, probably. I don't think there hasn't been that many stoppages. Probably 3 minutes, I reckon. Oh. Surprised he's gone that much.
5 minutes of time added on.
For official has indicated there'll be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes of added time. Brought to you by Darryl Johnson. Where the hell's he got 5 minutes from?
Cornelly's header.
Didn't think there was that many stoppages.
Randall.
There hasn't been a lot of stoppages in this second half. Well, 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes for either of these teams to get a winner. Plymouth Argyle have scored 9 goals in added time this season. They're the masters of scoring late winners. Can they do it again tonight, or is it going to be a 1-1 draw in a relegation scrap? Which I can safely say, by the way, probably be a better result for Oxford than it will be for Plymouth. Oxford trying to get a winner here. Samiki Dembele! Oh, save. Wigan Athletic have beaten Mansfield by 2-0. They are into the 4th round of the Emirates FA Cup.
So close to the winner for Oxford United.
Massive save by Dan Grimshaw. Only fish and chips. How on earth did he keep hold of the ball? How on earth did he manage to keep that ball? He's done well, actually. He's done really well. It's a good shot. Well saved by the keeper.
Tonight, Will Volks. So close to Dembele doing the same. As Volks
In the box from the long fourth for Oxford.
Cornelly won't get
Preston have beaten Charlton by 2-1. So Preston also advanced to the next round of the cup. Oh, it's in there. Oh.
almost falls to Scarlett.
Right, okay.
Plymouth's turn.
I've got to say, this result will definitely favour... it'll definitely favour Oxford United more than Plymouth. Plymouth will not be going level with Hull and Portsmouth. They'll still be 2 points off them. But also Cardiff drawing 1-1 at the minute against Watford is also good for them because at least they're not winning. Because if Cardiff were winning, that would have been not great at all. Cardiff winning would not be good for Plymouth. But this draw is not a good result at all for Plymouth. It's a better result for Oxford. Better result for Oxford probably, but for Plymouth Argyle, this is not a good result at all. So gutting to draw in the last minute. Yeah, I thought you were going to win that then when you were 2-1. I was like, oh, there you go. Chelsea probably won't come back. And then Reece James. Reece James of all people. Sponsorship ideas. Northampton go funeral. Oh yeah, you think I'm going to be sponsored by a funeral company? Funeral companies. Nah, I won't be looking at sponsorships. I don't know. I don't think the channel's ever going to get sponsored anyway, to be fair. I'd be surprised if the channel ever got sponsored. 1-1 for Cardiff against Watford. That's full time. So it's a point that, well, it doesn't favour either side really. It doesn't favour either team. In the box for Oxford. If anyone's going to win it here, it's probably going to be Oxford. I'll take the point on to Saturday, Newcastle. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Well, it'd be... Oh, what a save again, Grimshaw. It's all Oxford, isn't it? I mean, it would be nice to happen, but I don't think it will. Daddy's now a Bowen. I've already said that Daddy isn't a Bowen. Dad's not a Bowen. Dad's not rich, even though you think so. You're only saying it because you heard someone say the word Bowen on the video earlier on. So there you go. Long ball, headed away. This is a bad result for Plymouth, by the way. Better result, good result for Oxford, but not a good result. Dad got a mansion. I wish he did. I wish we lived in a bloody mansion. Couldn't afford it. We're not rich, unfortunately. I wish we were, but no. Last chance maybe for Plymouth here. Secret stash of cash. He doesn't. He's none of us do really. Last chance for Plymouth. All the fans getting down to the front, ready for this corner. Is it going to be another last minute winner? Is it going to be the late show with Plymouth Argyle again? We're going to find out. Surely the last throw of the dice. What? Last throw of the dice? Last throw of the dice, surely, for Plymouth. In the box from the corner. Headed away. And that's it. Quite a few boos at full time. Plymouth fans aren't happy about it, but to be truthfully honest, I had a feeling I thought Plymouth were going to nick it 2-1, but well, it's ended 1-1. It's not a good result at all. It's not a good result for Plymouth. It's a better result for Oxford because it's a good point for Oxford, but for Plymouth, that is not a good result whatsoever. They needed to at least get a result from that. That's a game that on paper they should be winning at home, but well, it wasn't to be for Plymouth, was it, today? And to be honest, in fairness to Oxford, I think Oxford will be happy with a point there. Let's have a look at the full stats. Yeah, Plymouth were the better side in the first half. Second half was fairly even in the end. Plymouth did actually equalise against the one to play in the second half, and same obviously as the first half. Oxford scored against the one to play. Both teams scored goals pretty much against the one to play in each half. 11 shots, 2 on target for Plymouth. Oxford had 8 shots, 3 on target. I've got to say, this is right. It was obviously a relegation battle from the start. It was a tough game. It was wasn't the greatest of matches, I must say, but it was a tough game for both teams. I think both teams knew it wasn't going to be straightforward, but it's a game on paper you would have expected Plymouth Argyle to get a result from, especially at home. But well done to Oxford. They've got themselves a point in what is probably a good point for them. But for Plymouth, that is not a good result, and they need to bounce back against Queen's Park Rangers. And for a fact that Liam will not be happy with that point. And that I don't, I can't blame them. Can't blame them for not being happy with a point, because on paper, no disrespect to Oxford, but that's a game that Plymouth should be winning. But in fairness, Oxford United in the last minutes, if it wasn't for Dan Grimshaw making 2 brilliant saves, Oxford United could have won it. Plymouth Argyle remained bottom of the league, not looking too good at the moment for Plymouth, but hopefully they turn things. Let's hope they actually play all right next week when I'm at. Even if they don't play well against QPR, just don't get battered when I go to the game against Sunderland with them. Just don't get battered, please. I have a feeling they'll lose that, but yeah, see how that goes. But there's another neutral stream done. 300 odd. To be fair, it wasn't the best of matches, I must say. It wasn't the best of games to watch. I mean, it was requested by the lads did. I did say, do you want me to do Plymouth game? They said, yeah, do the Oxford game. I was like, okay then. So I've done the Oxford game, and it wasn't. Sadly, wasn't the best game. But I will say, by the way, that no, I will do Norwich at some point. I might do Norwich at some point for you, Scotty. But it's down to when the games are televised, when I'm actually available. But it's this is the first time I've asked them if they want me to do one, so I did it for them. Obviously, things are changing. This is the start of the new beginning, obviously, and I think it'd be a bit I think it will be a bit inconsistent with the view counts, etc. I think there'll be some streams, but there'll be some games where there'll be times where we get decent views and times where we don't get decent views. But as the first 2 ones, obviously the Hull v Borough, and obviously the Borough streams are staying when they're actually on the telly. Obviously the Borough game, obviously that Sheffield United Cardiff one did really well. Actually, I was quite surprised by it. The Copa del Rey final, I mean, yeah, didn't get too much in the way of views, but I wasn't actually that worried about it because we saw a 7-goal game. I quite enjoyed the game actually. And tonight's game wasn't the best game to watch. I did think it was going to be a bit scrappy. I didn't think it was going to be a pretty game, obviously, with it being a relegation scrap. But it could have been worse. Could have been 0-0. At least we saw 2 goals. Brilliant header and an absolute thunderbolt, I must say, by the way. That Volks goal will be contender for goal of the month because it was an absolute screamer. And, Muslich, with his first game in charge for Plymouth Argyle, sees him get a draw, so it'll be interesting to see what sort of reaction he gets on Saturday next week. But we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we'll have good streams, we'll have bad streams. You're not always going to get the perfect stream. We'll see what happens tonight. I mean, 300 odd views for a relegation battle, a neutral game, relegation battle. I don't think that's too bad. I'll take it. The view count will all go up slowly in the next couple of days, I think. So, we'll take it. 300 odds, not too bad. It's not too bad. Could have been worse, so we'll take that. Looks like Celtic are going to get beat to Dundee. Now there might be a stream on Sunday. There might not be. I'll decide later on in the week. But if I decide not to, then that's my decision. So don't mourn. If I do, then I'll see you on Sunday. If not, it'll be probably next week. Now coming up on Saturday, we've got the first non-league neutral vlog of the year, as I'm going to South Shields versus Oxford City with Dad. That a penalty? Yeah, it is. Penalty for Celtic. Handball. So look forward to that. First neutral game. Only cost me £12, which is an absolute bargain for National League, because Hartlepool charged £20. So yeah, there'll be a few different vlogs, a few different streams coming up throughout the next couple of months. So make sure you stay subscribed and make sure you keep an eye out for more different things. Thanks very much for coming onto the stream tonight, everyone. And make sure you look out for the first non-league neutral vlog of 2025, which comes out on Saturday night. From myself, have a fantastic evening. Bye.